Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday morning conversation. Today, my guest is Zach Hunter. He is management with the Gingerbread Running Company out in Indiana and Greensburg, Pennsylvania. That's Western PA. We go into the details of what it's like to be working for a running specialty store. And he also gives us a little bit of advice. So thanks again. And I hope you enjoy.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Good. I'm at the store today, so that's why I have the headphones on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't see you.
Oh, geez. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it looks nice. What are the singlets hanging up? Is that
Those
local
are all,
schools?
yep, all the local schools around the Indiana store, and then the Greensburg store has the same thing.
We've
just
got
for
a pizza.
Greensburg.
We've got a pizza place that does the same thing around us with jerseys and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We always think it's a nice one. We have some other ones too, like we have a Jamaica singlet and stuff like that.
Huh. How long have you guys been open?
Since 2009. That's when the business started. Right around then.
Oh, okay. So you've been around for a little bit.
Yeah, I just joined in 2020, but they've been open. It kind of started as a joke in a class between Matt, the owner, and Chris, one of the old owners before he left. They had a class where they had to build a business, and they're like, let's make a running business and call it Gingerbread Man. And it's kind of how it came about.
Yeah, it's a long name, Gingerbread Man Running Company.
Yeah, but it works, and people always say, we're going to the Gingerbread. That's all everybody says. They never call it the full thing. It's just, we're going to the Gingerbread.
So the store does pretty well.
Mm-hmm. The Greensburg store has really taken off in the past year.
How much of your business comes from outfitting, cross country and track stuff for schools? Is it just local elementary, middle, high school, or do you do any college stuff?
We get some college students. We work with we're in the Pittsburgh area. We're pretty close to Pittsburgh.
Yes, I'm from Youngstown.
Yeah, so we get Duquesne, Caillou, that kind of stuff. We send them shoes and bulk orders. What the kids want. We work with the coaches.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me get this phone over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say probably during the seasons, it's a majority of what we do for business. But then when it's in between seasons, it's mostly people who are looking for comfort, or marathoners, half marathoners, people just looking to run.
Yeah, we have a local store here in Atlanta. There's several running stores, obviously. We got Feet Fleet, Big Peach, Fidippides, and West Stride is the one that's closest to me. And they cater specifically, mostly to women. It's a women-owned business. And so,
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually where I met my ex-fiance at. We were doing a group run. So, yeah, what can I say? I picked up a woman at a woman's running store. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, that I will say a majority of our clientele outside of the cross-country track seasons are women looking for good shoes, and nurses. Nurses are big hits now.
Yeah, I mean, to get a good shoe that you're on your feet for a 12-hour shift, I would imagine that's important. So what kind of shoe would you recommend to a nurse if they're, since they're not necessarily running and they're looking for more comfort, like a Hoka where they're on a cloud?
Yeah, Hoka, Brooks is super popular because they have the adrenaline with the guide rails, and they're super supportive for an all-day shift. It really just depends on the person. Hokas and Brooks are the two most popular that I see for nurses, but it could be anything really, as long as it feels good.
Oh yeah. Do you do group runs out of your stores?
Out of the Greensburg store, yeah, we paired with the Run Greensburg Run Club, and we do group runs. Next Thursday, we're having a fun run with Brooks. They're bringing the glycerin down to let people try out. So we have those kind of happen.
Yeah, I love when when shoe wraps come with their shoes. It's always a great way to test everything out to see if you like it or not. Run like 5
Yeah.
or 6 miles.
Yeah, that's normally what they do. Just local, easy stuff to keep everybody happy and to get some new customers.
Yeah. So are you guys selling UFOs?
Yes, we do sell UFOs when we can get them in stock.
Which the guy who used to work at West Stride, that running store, he was a manager there. He became an UFOs rep. So he sent me a free pair of UFOs. I'm like, oh, my life has changed forever.
That's what a lot of people say. My mom loves her pair, and she's not a runner, but she just wanted something comfortable.
Yeah. My grandmother, I told her we need to get you a pair, or like, the shoe version, because she's had problems with her feet for several years. And I recommended that to her. So I got to take her to the local running store there, or technically I could take her to YouTube the next time I'm up there, because it's not that far away.
No, we're right down about 45 minutes an hour out.
Yeah, sure. She'd like to get out of the nursing home for a minute.
Yeah, I bet she would.
So what are you guys anticipating for your future?
Well, we want to get into Pittsburgh as a whole. There's not really a us in Pittsburgh. There's Pro Bike and Run burnt down in Monroeville, and there's Fleet Feet in there, but we want to get in there. We think we just offer something, that smaller guy business. We want to get into a new area, young area, just to give it a shot, see what happens. So just some expansion probably in the next 2 to 3 years.
I could see that working pretty well. Like, I don't know, getting over maybe University of Pittsburgh area, out in the Oakland area where you get a lot of young people.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have that close by, and just to have just to put our face somewhere new, because we've grown quite rapidly outside of Indiana, which is where it all started. And in Greensburg, with all the doctors and everything, we want to hit that niche of helping runners, but we end up helping a lot of people who just come in with general problems.
Yeah, I guess that nice thing about Oakland is you got the Pitt students, the Carnegie students. There's, I think, Carlo, I don't know, there's like 5 universities on one street, plus UPMC, so you can get those nurses.
Yeah, and that's something we still do. We have nurses from UPMC come down to our Greensburg store all the time.
I never would imagine nurses coming to the running store. I guess it's a good thing. They're really getting out knowing their stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, we partnered with Excella, which is like a Westmoreland specific one, like Westmoreland County hospitals. My mom works there, and she was like, well, why don't you partner with us? And we're on their like perks program. So they get like a little discount, and they come in, show their ID, and they get this discount. And it's really helped get us in with the nurses and the doctors.
So what's your most popular shoe right now?
The Adrenaline. It's always the Adrenaline by Brooks. It's the marketing for it. It's just people come in and know what they want. Most of the time they're like, I want the Adrenaline,
I'm never actually running that. The shoes I run in right now, they're Pearl Izumis, and they dropped the line in 2018. And when I heard about it, everybody was scrambling to buy up the rest of the stock. I bought like 15 pairs at like $40 each. So the rubber's going to deteriorate eventually. So I gotta run some more miles to wear them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's all questions I really had for you today. It was short and painless, right?
Yeah. No, it's not like we did I made Luke go do a podcast, and he was like, why are we doing this? And why do I have to go? I was like, because you know more than I do. I mean, I'd been there for 10 months at that point, not even a full year. And I was like, we're going to go, or not even that long. And I was like, this is good for us. It's really been good.
Yeah, any kind of exposure is good. So
yeah, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
It depends who you are, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's always some way to spin it. So
yeah, it's been. We really thought the whole pandemic would hurt business, but because you couldn't go to the gym and you couldn't find a bike in our area to save your life, people were like, I can walk and I can run, and it's just exploded ever since. So
yeah, that's kind of the same way here. All the bikes sold out at the stores, and they couldn't find them, and they picked up running. So I actually just restored an old bike that I don't know what I'm going to do with. It was my bike. That was my parents' bike while I was in high school. And so it's like 37 years old and a steel frame.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's my third bike, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, hey, it's better to have it than and not need it, and to want it and not have it, right?
Or I can always give it back to them.
Yeah, let them have that nice gift. But I really want to say thank you for inviting us on, or inviting me on to talk about the store. It's really been an interesting year, to say the least. It's been our busiest year yet.
Yeah, I think green. I'm blanking on my Western PA geography, but I'm pretty sure Indiana's closest to us. So if my grandma's still kicking, the next time I come home, we'll stop by and check out your UFOs.
Yeah, we have tons of stuff here. We'd be happy to have you.
All right.
We'll make sure you get a singlet too.
I'm looking for a new singlet to wear. Road race season is coming up for me because triathlon season is about to end in October.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be road racing from like the end of October, and then if I don't do one in March, I'm doing Rock and Roll Las Vegas, the half marathon, because I signed up for a timeshare thing, right? Where you listen to their shit for 2 hours, and they give you a cheap 4-day, 3-night stay, and in a resort there. It's like, okay, well, it only cost me like $225. And it's like, all right, I'll find a race there to do. And there was like one of several races. The Hoover Dam race was one of them I was looking at. So, but I settled on Rock and Roll Las Vegas because I thought it would be interesting to run, a half marathon on the strip, because it's entirely on the strip underneath, the bright lights. It'd be pretty cool. I don't know how my mom's going to pick me out because I only have black singlets. I'd say at least 25% of people wear black singlets, because when I was spectating my ex at the Chicago Marathon, she wore a black singlet and nothing else that stood out. So I'm like, I don't know which one she is. And out of the 5 spots I went to, I saw her twice.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't pick her out of the crowd. Plus, I was, I didn't miss any of them because I was too late, but it was just like, So all I did was I stood there and I yelled really loud, like, "Go Danielle!" And like, all right, if she heard me, that works, right? I'll get away with it.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing black. I can confess now because we're not together and it doesn't matter. And she'll never watch this.
Well, if you're looking for a singlet, send me your address and your singlet size. I have some white ones, so at least it's a little different.
Yeah, that's cool. And I think, was it the white with the blue font and the brown gingerbread man?
Yeah, it's yeah, hold on. Trevor, grab me that men's singlet. Or Matt, grab me that men's singlet, please. No, the gingerbread one. Or the owner just walked back in and I called him the wrong name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you call me Ben?
No, I called you Trevor. So something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I even got it on the back there.
Nice.
Yeah. So we can definitely do something like that if you're looking for a new singlet to go run in.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Well, man, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I was really appreciative when you reached out. I was super excited.
Yeah, go enjoy the holiday weekend this week.
Yeah, we have a race on Sunday. We're doing our Labor Day half marathon, 10K, 5K for Autism Connection of Pennsylvania. It's a big one.
One of the running stores down here, Big Peach, they're doing their Big Peach Sizzler 10K for cystic fibrosis. So they basically got the same thing going on.
It's always good to do stuff like that.
Yeah. Thanks again, man.
Thank you. Take it easy.